Do take back control over your life, because you have the power. The power has always been in your hands, but you didn't realize it. You allowed other people to influence your decisions, how you operate, what you do with your life. But now is the time to decide no more. Now is the time to decide no more. It's your life, your decisions, your choices. The choice is yours. You just gotta make it. Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? Dominika coming to you live on Facebook once again. And today we have Transformation Tuesday. And today's topic is how I took control over my life and how you can do the same. It's gonna be such a powerful topic. I know it's gonna transform your life. So I'm really excited about it, because if you ever felt like life is just happening to you and not for you, you just feel like you're going through the motions, you don't have much control over your life, this video is for you. So for context, I want to give you some backstory. So when I used to go through the motions and I used to just be in such a dark place, I used to really hate my life. I would be just going day by day, thinking that I had no control at all. And I would be just like going against the life waves. I used to work in a corporate job, just a normal 9 to 5. And I really hated it. And back in 2024, so last year, I actually wanted to apply for a different role in my corporate job, which was gonna pay me a little bit more. So I was like, nice one, let me apply for it. And I had a new manager at the time, so he didn't really know what was going on and how you are supposed to apply, because I required my manager's approval in order to apply for that new role. So he said to me, yeah, that's perfect. I'm just gonna go and double check with the senior manager and see what she says. And he came back to me and said, Dominika, you can't apply for that role. And I was like, how come? Like, why can I not apply for it? And he told me that it's because I had to be at least 2 years in the same position in order to apply for the next one. And I was so shocked at that moment, because I was like, if I have the skills, if I have the qualifications, I have the experience necessary for that role, wouldn't it make sense to take me on if you guys are congratulating me all the time, telling me I'm the best worker ever? And you know, my manager, he agreed with me, and he said that he wished there was something he could do about it, but there isn't. And my only choice was to stay in the same position for 2 years in order for me to go higher. And I knew that this policy was some kind of a joke, because I used to have a previous job. Like in my previous role, I was in the same role 3 months, and they promoted me to a higher role because of my work ethic. So I knew that it's possible to get promoted really quickly. But apparently not in this company. Even though they would tell me every single day, you're the best worker we ever worked with. I wish I could multiply you, Dominika, because you're the best person I have ever met in my entire life. In my 25 years in this company, I never worked with a person like you. These were the comments that people used to give me. But yet, I couldn't apply for a better role because of the place that I was in. Because of the company policy, apparently. So at that time, I was also already publishing my own books on Amazon KDP, you know, coloring books, journals, planners, and all that stuff. But I wasn't doing it full time, so I wasn't taking it like 100% serious. But at that point, I was like, you know what, my life really has to change. Because I cannot be here for the next 10 years in order for me to get somewhere higher. Like 2 years. I started counting how many years it's gonna take me to get to some kind of nice higher position. And I was like, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I was like, I don't have that much time. Things have to change right now. And I went on a holiday to Alicante in Spain. And at the time, I was really contemplating whether or not to become a coach, like a life and business coach, mindset coach, whatever you want to call it. And I really felt like this is my calling, like this is what I'm supposed to do. And in Alicante, I was on the beach and I was contemplating my life choices, thinking about what I should do next, what I should do in order to claim control back over my life. And as I was swimming in the sea, I had a full-on conversation with God, and I was swimming and just had a conversation with God to tell, like to confirm if I should go and sign up for a program which cost me over $3,000 to become a life coach. And everything was pointing to, yes, go and do it. Go and do it because this is going to change your life. And in that moment in Alicante, I decided I will never look back, and I am going to become a life and business coach and a full-time author. And I came back to Ireland because that's where I live. So I came back to Ireland and I made a committed decision that I'm going to publish my own books like crazy, and I will sign up for that coach program so that I will learn how to become a coach, so that I can learn from somebody who done it before. And that investment was a lot of money. You know, it was a big commitment, but even the money wasn't like a crazy amount. I mean, of course, for me, it was a lot of money. But what was the scariest of all of it was that decision, to make that decision to go for it. Because my mind was saying, what if it's not for you? What if it won't work out? You know, all of my fears started coming up. But I was like, no, I need to go for it because I know there is a greater purpose. There is a greater reason why I'm here. I know that God did not save my life back in 2023 just for me to work these regular jobs. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And I made that decision. And any chance I had, I was learning more about becoming somebody great, learning how to become an entrepreneur, learning about business, learning about social media, strategy, learning about how our brain operates so that I could get rid of my fears and doubts and go for it and take action. Any minute I had, I would publish books like crazy to help me quit my full-time job. And I saved a little bit of money as well on the side. And on the 1st of September, I quit my full-time job. I decided that the 1st of September 2024 will be my freedom date. That I am gonna quit my full-time job and focus on publishing books on Amazon KDP full-time and becoming a life and business coach full-time. And it's been a year by now, and I am fully self-employed. I am not looking back, and I'm building a business from alignment, publishing books from alignment. I don't work on projects that don't light me up. I don't work on projects that I don't see any benefit in. I don't work with clients that I feel like I should not work with. I work on my own terms, by my own decisions, with God as a partner as well, because He is the one who made it all possible for me. The biggest change for me in my finances, my business, my strategy, my happiness has been always God. That's the truth. Because without Him, I wouldn't be where I am right now. He has all the answers, and I decided to surrender it all to Him to give me the answers that I need in order to become someone greater. So I have decided, God, you take the lead, you tell me what to do, and I'm gonna do it. And since then, I have had huge successes. I even had $1,658 day, not month, day, because of this, because of God, all thanks to Him, because I listened to His guidance, Him telling me what to do, where to go, what not to do. But here's the thing, okay? Before all of this, I felt like I had no control over my life. I lived my life on other people's terms. I allowed other people to tell me what to do with my life. I waited for permission to change my own life. But then I realized, okay, this is not getting me anywhere that I want to be. This is not bringing me happiness. This is not bringing me joy. This is most certainly not giving me the financial freedom I desire. This is not giving me the fulfillment that I want to have in life. So I have decided back then in Alicante in 2024 that I am going to take control over my life. And it was the best thing that I did for myself and my life. So I want to ask you today, what's that one thing that you're waiting for permission on in order to change your life? Before you started, what's that thing you're waiting for people to confirm and say, go, yes, you have permission to do that? Because this is usually the thing that you should go for. Because listen, my family would tell me, this is not smart to quit your full-time job. It's not smart to start a business. The economy, it's bad. Like, people are not buying. People don't have money. But guess what? I can say that I proved everybody wrong, because I'm still standing 1 year after. And my business has been blooming. And it's been a beautiful journey with ups and downs, of course. Ups and downs, of course. Like, there's no denying it. But with God's guidance, I've managed to double my income since July to August. How does that happen if apparently people don't have money? If apparently you shouldn't work for you should work for somebody all your life. Apparently it's not good to start a business. Apparently it's risky. Apparently it might not work out. But what if it does? What if it will? And what if you build something beautiful? Just like I did. And it's just the beginning for me. Like, come on, I'm nowhere near where I want to be in life. I have huge, huge plans for me, for my family, for the world. Beautiful, beautiful plans. And I know that it's only a matter of time before I achieve them, because I show up every single day. So I want to tell you this. What part of your life you feel like you have no control over? What part of your life you feel like you have no control over? Is it the place that you live? Is it the partner that you have? Is it the job that you're going to every single day? What is that part of your life that you're telling yourself, I can't do anything about it? There is always something you can do about your situation. Doesn't matter what we are talking about. Always, always something can be done. And sometimes it's hard to see what can be done on your own. So if you feel like you need to speak to somebody to give you some clarity, I would love to be that person for you. And during the consultation, there is no obligation. You get to know me. You get to know the coach that I am. And you get to decide if I am the right coach for you. And then you can go ahead and sign up for my one-on-one coaching if you wish. But there is no pressure here and no obligation whatsoever. It's a safe place, no judgment at all. Somewhere that you will be able to gain more clarity, gain more confidence, gain more wisdom even, gain more insights, gain more strategy, and most importantly, more clarity. Because if you feel like you have no control over your life, then nothing is gonna change. But I'm here to tell you this. You have 100% control over your life. But you have been making wrong decisions in the past. You have been making decisions based on other people's opinions, other people's talk in your ear, guidance that was maybe misleading you. And I did that too before. I went to college that I didn't want to go, I didn't want to go to that specific college. I had jobs I didn't want to have because I was listening to people around me. And all it did for me was bring me depression. But then I started claiming my life back, and I decided, no, I have the final say. Doesn't matter what it's about. It's my life. Whether I want to start a family now or no, it's my decision. Whether I want to move somewhere new or stay in the place that I am in, it's my decision. Whether I want to switch jobs every 6 months, that's my decision. And a lot of people never agreed with that. But I said to myself, no, it's my life and my decision. And I have to look after myself and my own happiness, because I am the one that I will live with all of my life. All of my life. If you're not happy with who you are, how you operate, some things need to change. But not because there's something wrong with you, not because you don't amount to nothing, not because you're stupid or something, but because you deserve happiness in your life. You deserve happiness, abundance, success, and fulfillment in your life. And this is why it's important to take back control over your life. You are no longer in that toxic household that you used to be in, where people used to just hold you back, tell you what to do. Right now, you get to make the decisions by yourself. All of your life, it's your control. You have to claim that back. You have to claim that power back. Every decision moving forward, it's yours to make. And you already know what's right for you. You already know. You just need to be brave enough to go for it. You just need to be brave enough for it. And you know what? I feel like it's really relevant. I want to share with you something really special to me. Really, really something so close to my heart. So I used to live this very, very unhappy life because I felt like I had no control over my life whatsoever. But in the end, I realized that I actually had all the control, but I was just using it in the wrong places. And I actually wrote a book about all of my life. Okay, it's called Her Final Prayer, and it's available on Amazon if you wish to purchase it. It's a story about my life. This is not a fiction. Everything that I went through, some of my darkest moments, deepest traumas from my life, and how God brought me out of that place. The lessons that I learned throughout my life. This book is gonna change your life. Change your life. If you wish to purchase it, it's available on Amazon. Like I said, Her Final Prayer by Dominika Blaszczak. You can look it up. If by any chance you cannot find it, do let me know, and I'll be more than happy to send you the link that's appropriate to your country, like wherever you may live. But this book, honestly, it's been written from my heart. From my heart. It has 2 parts. One part, my life without God, the way I struggled, the way I just lived without having any control over my life. And then part 2, the lessons I took out, how God transformed me into a completely new person, how now I take my control over my own life, because it's my life. I get to decide what I do with it. And with God's guidance, I can just be so successful, so abundant, so happy and joyful, and really my life transformed. So if you feel like this is for you, you know where to find it. It's a beautiful story of redemption and overcoming suicidal thoughts and depression. So if you know anybody who struggles with this, do let them know about this book, because this is a beautiful story, and I know that it's going to change so many people's lives. But I want to tell you this. Do take back control over your life, because you have the power. The power has always been in your hands, but you didn't realize it. You allowed other people to influence your decisions, how you operate, what you do with your life. But now is the time to decide no more. Now is the time to decide no more. It's your life, your decisions, your choices. The choice is yours. You just gotta make it. So I hope that you will make it, because this really changed my life entirely. The moment I decided, I'm not gonna listen to other people's opinions. I'm not gonna listen to what other people tell me to do. This is when my life changed. I started becoming happier, healthier, wiser, more fulfilled. And it's only the beginning, because now I just, you practice it throughout your life. You practice it and you become so much bigger than you would ever imagine. But I hope that you will take some time to think about what you heard today, because this is really, really powerful. And I know that it will transform your life if you decide to take control over your life, okay? But I actually want to say to you, there are 3 ways how you can claim control back, just to summarize this video, okay? Number 1, decide what you want out of your life. If you know what you want out of your life, you're halfway there. Clarity destroys every doubt, every fear, every obstacle. When you know what you want out of life, you are gonna get it, okay? But this is how you claim control back over your life, when you already know what you want to do, okay? Number two is make bold decisions. Make one bold decision, okay? It all starts with just one decision, but that one decision will change your life entirely. When you decide what you want, and when you make a bold decision to move towards that goal, you're gonna change your life entirely. And this is how you will claim back control over your life. And number 3, let go of asking permission. Asking for permission, needing permission. Let go of that. You don't need to ask anybody for permission to change your life. You are no longer 5 years old child who needs to go to their mom or dad or partner or anybody and say, Mommy, can I quit my full-time job, please, and change my job? Mommy, Daddy, can I move my house right now? Mommy, Daddy, can I paint the walls inside my room? You're no longer in that place. Right now, you're a full-grown adult and you get to decide what you do with your life. You don't need to ask for permission like you used to before. You had to ask for permission about everything, but now you don't. You're a full-grown adult and you get to decide what you want, what you do with your life. And I know that it's sometimes difficult to know what we should be doing. You might be feeling you might be in this place right now where you feel like, I don't know what I want out of life. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know how to get to the place that I want to be in. And that's because you allowed other people to influence your decisions for too long. It's not because you don't truly know what you want out of life. It's because you don't feel like it's possible to get it. That's the difference. You feel like you don't know what you want because you don't believe what you want is possible. When you believe what you want is possible, that's how you will gain the clarity and you will go towards it and you will achieve it. And you have to stop asking for permission from other people, okay? Because this is gonna ruin your life. If all the time you need to ask for permission in relation to what you eat, what you wear, where you live, what job you have, what education you have or what education you don't have, you're gonna live an unhappy life. Make decisions on your own. You don't need to ask permission to anybody. The only person that you should be asking is God himself. Because guess what? He knows exactly what decisions are best for your life. It's not because he wants to control you, but because he wants you to be successful, fulfilled, happy, joyful. He wants the best for you. So if you ask God for permission to go somewhere or more for direction, because God ain't gonna stop you. God ain't gonna stop you. You have your own free will. You can do with it what you want. But when you ask God, give me the direction that I should take. Is it this one? Is it this one? He's gonna guide you into the perfect place. Okay? You don't need humans to decide what you should do with your life. No human being can tell you. They're just human like you, living for the first time, just like you. So stop asking for permission and for guidance in the wrong places. Of course, there are people who can guide you. They can show you the direction, help you gain clarity, right? But at the end of the day, it is your decision. At the end of the day, you should always pray. You should always pray for direction, pray for insights and clarity, because the number one place that you're gonna get it from is from God. That's the truth. But I do hope that you found this video useful. If you did, please share it with other people. That would mean so much to me, because I know that this topic was great. I do hope you will take some time to think about what you heard today, what you listened to today. Listen to this video more than once if you need to, so that something can just click, you know. Sometimes you gotta do it. And you don't have to listen to it today. You can listen to it again in a week if you want, and then you will be able to gain some more clarity with a different point of view. But take control back over your life, and your life is going to transform entirely. This is not something that, this is something that anybody could do, and that's the truth. So I do hope you will decide to do so, because it's going to transform your life when you do it. Okay? If you feel like sharing in the comments, please share what's your one bold decision right now to go after what you really want in life. Okay? I would love to know. So if you feel brave enough, do it. And also, even if you don't feel brave enough, do it, because when you actually make it public, there'll be something inside you that will be like, now I gotta go for it. Because at least one person would have read your comment. So it helps to keep accountability and to go for it. Okay? So thank you everybody so much for watching. I really, really appreciate your time. Tomorrow I'll come to you live on Facebook once again. So I'm super excited. We have Wealth Wednesday and another great topic. So thank you everybody once again. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye bye.